Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do One Piece Chapter 734 review. That is 734. And since it's the first chapter of the new year, One Piece. That's right. That is right. Now, yo, I am stunned. See, this is why I like Oda, because you never know what the fuck is gonna go down. People were saying it was Kaido. I was assuming it was some kind of Haki, but no. The people in Block D, the quote-unquote tumultuous Block D, were taken out aside from Rebecca. When Rebecca was the one that stood up, I'm like, what the fuck? Rebecca. Now, this of course means that she is still in the race. She is still in the competition to gain the Mare no Mi. So Sabo attaining the Mare no Mi may not be the case. It may be Rebecca. Damn. Damn, that's a real big damn. But, because, again, like, when it comes to Luffy and Luffy's, because Luffy really likes her. So, I'm just saying that I really would prefer if someone like Sabo or someone like Burgess would attain the Mare no Mi. That to me, I think, is a lot better. Sabo, especially because Sabo, he would inherit Ace's will. That to me, I think, would be the best possible choice. And Sabo, I would assume, is far more combat savvy than Rebecca. That's an easy assumption to make. But let me focus on the incident that occurred as to why all the people were down on the ground. And the Vice Admiral there was talking about it. Apparently, there's this person named Hakuba. And Hakuba is also known as the Kamaitachi of Ramel. And this is some cool stuff. There's a country known as Ramel. And every night, there would, or for a few nights, there would be an incident where a strange wind would blow and people would get cut. And Marines were sent there to investigate, and they found out who the person was. And the person was Cavendish sleepwalking. Apparently, when Cavendish sleeps, he is taken over by another personality. And that person is Hakuba. So Cavendish, in the middle of the ring, all of a sudden starts to sleep. And apparently they really couldn't see the people in the stands because there's a lot of smoke, a lot of dust, because, you know, there's a lot of action there. So that's apparently what the case was. But what went down is that Rebecca's being attacked by one of these guys. And all of a sudden Cavendish stumbles in. He's like stumbling in, you know, he's real groggy. Starts to snore on the spot. And he falls down to the ground because he's asleep. Three guys rush him, and all of a sudden his face just changes. His face just goes completely shaded dark. You can't see his eyeballs. His lips are like in a real, like, crooked, evil smile. And he blitzes everybody. He blitzes everybody. I'm like, what? Like, yo! He blitzes the entire, except for Rebecca, because Rebecca somehow dodged. But, well, she barely, I mean, she barely, like by the skin of her teeth, she dodged. But everyone was taken out by Cavendish, or I should say Hakuba. So, it was crazy, because I'm like, yo, this guy has mad speed. He blitzed everybody. That's number one. Guys who are, you know, well established in the new world. Number two is that you thought that it was Haki, and people assumed that it was somehow tied to Kaido, because again, there was this whole theory going on where the guy with the cheetah outfit, he had the same nose as Kaido, so that guy was Kaido. And that was not the case at all. And there was no Haki involved. It was just simple swordsmanship, and it was swordsmanship to such a high degree, where in which people were getting cut, and they didn't even know what was happening. They just got cut, sliced, one slice a pop per person. So Cavendish, or I should say Hakuba, really impressed me. I was really impressed. Like, whoa, where did this come from? Who is Speed? Speed Demon. Sonic 3.0 over here. This guy is fast. Just cuts everywhere. And people on the ground, so fast to where the stands, people couldn't even, they didn't even know what the hell was going on. People who were actually in the ring didn't know what the hell was going on, except Rebecca. Rebecca managed to dodge in time because she saw the transformation. So when she almost got blitzed, she was able to slip out of her helmet. She was able to dodge because she slipped out of her helmet, and the helmet got cut in two. And then Hakuba just is like, yeah, and he just takes a dirt nap. I'm like, bro. So Cavendish, all of a sudden, really piqued my interest. Now, granted, it is unfortunate that he can't control this power, because it's phenomenal. Maybe there's a dual, maybe there's a dual personality going on. I highly doubt it, because he's never hinted that. There's never been like a conflict in his own mind between two egos, but one ego apparently takes over when he's asleep, because he sleepwalk, and it's awesome. It really is. That to me I thought was very cool. Very cool. The chapter was good by itself on that alone. Then to find out that, well, we see what Flamingo kind of is doing. Flamingo, he wants to reform Trafalgar Law and make him once again the Heart Seat. And he isn't chained down. I'm assuming Kaido Sekisei cuffs. That's what I'm assuming. To the Heart Seat. But the thing here is that King Riku's also there. Also chained down. And from my understanding, the reason why Chin Jiao couldn't break out is because of the fact that A, he was wounded because, you know, he had just been taken out by Luffy. B, he's not in his prime anymore, which makes perfect sense because, you know, we know that dudes, when they start to age in One Piece, age is like, no, like it's over. Like once you pass the age of like 70 or like 60, it's over. Well, no, 70 plus and you're pretty much done. But Chin Jiao was severely wounded. That is a fact. So maybe he couldn't use his full power, despite the fact that he had the dragon drill again. But the thing here, and plus he was also losing his memory too, which kind of threw me off. So there's a whole bit about the whole losing the memory thing, which may have affected him. But which actually no, that did affect him. But the thing here, because you know Sugar, we have to, because she is rocking a whole new type of hacks. But when it came to King Riku, basically he was just sitting there listening to Flamingo talk, and then Flamingo's talking about how Viola, she's a very vigilant woman, and how she's using law and Luffy to take out him, Flamingo. How Riku, when he found out the news about how, you know, they were all tricked by Flamingo, how people thought, and the dwarves were in the same line of King Riku, where the dwarves were so happy that Flamingo was kicked off, you know, he was kicked out as being a Shichibukai, and to find out that that was false, yeah, their world came crashing down. Their high just came crashing down. And the same thing applied for King Riku. So he was on that good shit, like, yeah, he was on that good shit. The good old days. And then someone just went the fuck up. So he was having a real nice dream, woke the fuck up, had an epiphany, said, you know what, fuck this shit. We going in. I'm sick and tired of this guy. And then what happened? Elizabeth. That's what happened. King good. But either way, the thing here is that Flamingo doesn't know what exactly is going on, and that makes sense. Because he believes that Luffy's still in the Coliseum where he's not. Luffy's with Zoro and Kinemon, and they're dressed up as like fish, cat, and some other thing. And they're actually going to the elevator that leads to the entrance of the palace area. And Viola is actually right there. She's right there waiting for him. So, and she knew because she has a whole clairvoyance thing going on. So, because she can see everything within like a 4,000 kilometer radius. So, she's good to go. Now, the thing here is that, and she can read minds too, and you know, so she actually has a very nice power. But let's move on. Also, there is the whole thing with the Usopp and Robin situation, because Flamingo is pretty much tallying who's left on the island, and I think he has it down. He has Cyborg Franky, Robin, Usopp, Shinimon, Luffy. He has those guys down. He knows that they're still on the island, and he believes that Usopp and Robin and the others, they can't make it to the underground factory because he has no idea that the dwarves had an underground tunnel. So he believes that the factory is safe, when in fact it's not, because Robin and Usopp are right there, as are like all the dwarves. Like, they're all there, and the dwarves are actually like blitzing past like the regular people who are working there, because they're so fast where they can't be seen. And Franky right now, he got suplexed by Senor Pink. I'm like, bro. Like, listen, it's very simple. It's basic shit. It really is. It's a suplex. It's not like some super, you know, like Chinjiao continent splitting, and you know, like it's not crazy, but it's just cool because this guy was swimming through land, and he's like, yeah, and he comes out like, let's baby. Yo, let's baby. Oh my god, I love this dude. Yo, Senor Pink, man. This dude is a bundle of joy, man. I love this guy. So, suplexed. And Franky, I mean, he's still going, obviously. Obviously, he's still going, there's no doubt. I mean, this guy could take, remember in pre-times with Franky, he took an explosion that could, like, destroy, he took a nuke pretty much, full frontal. Franky pre-times took a freaking nuke, full frontal, and had his flesh, you know, torn off pretty much, but he had that metal inside still going on. But then again, this is a suplex to the back of the head, so we know that his backside is very vulnerable. So I don't really know what to say. It's just that, I mean, maybe he worked on that, I'm not too sure. But still, right now I can't really gauge what's gonna happen. But Senor Pink, right now he's cool as shit. I can't deny it. He's cool as shit. Because Senor Pink swimming through land doing some wrestling, man. That's awesome. I love this guy. He likes some season. Maybe I do too. I don't know. Fuck it. I'll try one day. Not 2 seasons, you know, like not like used and pruned. Like, whoa, I'm not a guild kind of dude. But, you know, I'll go with the flow. We'll leave it at that, okay? Now, I'm done. The chapter overall, I do like the chapter. Of course, as usual, with One Piece structure, there's a lot of stuff going on in the chapter. There's a lot of stuff always. But it was a lot better paced because it was there wasn't too much clutter. You feel me? And at the same time, we did get a surprise from Cavendish. We did get a big surprise. And Rebecca has now moved forward. All the blocks are finished. So we have Block A, we have Burgess, Block B, we have, Block B. We have Bartolomeo, Block C, we have Luffy, aka Sabo in this case, and Block D, we have Rebecca. So that's going to be very intriguing to see what happens. Because we do know that Flamingo's personal guys are going to come in there and they're going to engage in combat because that was the original scheme. I would assume that Flamingo still wants to maintain order in the Coliseum, though he may have Diamante himself come in there and just fight everyone. I'm not too sure, but it'll be a nice chance to see Sabo's actual face, what he actually looks like. Sabo, I'll be very nice to see how many scars he has, if he has any scars at all. I have no idea. But the thing here is that's of course in the horizon. And now I think we're gonna focus on what's going on with Franky. Because Franky right now, he's in actual combat. And he right now is in a very either Franky or Luffy and the guys. That's what I'm assuming. Because Franky right now is in direct combat against Senor Pink and the others. And Luffy and the guys, they're gonna meet up with Rebecca. With Viola, because she's there right there. And because they didn't know about this, but Viola, she told Sanji that she was gonna leave the country, but in fact, no, she's gonna, you know, lead Luffy and others to the actual gate. What happens, I'm not too sure. but we'll see. So I'm done. I'm done. The chapter overall, it was a good plus chapter One Piece, and I will see you guys later. Be sure to, of course, rate the video, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace. Have a nice day.